Got it. Hopefully.
Yeah, we're
Everybody
12
can
minutes
hear.
late today, right? Oh my God.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. But
Well,
better late than never sometimes.
we did great last week. We were early,
I
and this week,
know. That was perfect.
yeah,
That was perfect.
I can't believe there's always
It was great. We had
yeah.
no problems.
I
And then
made
today,
I made the tech gods angry again, apparently. I didn't
evidently,
sacrifice the right goat this week.
what are you doing in your writer cave to make that happen?
I was feeding the squirrels earlier, and apparently I didn't feed the right squirrels. I guess Angus and crew got really ticked off at
Oh,
me.
see? Because he will develop attitude.
Oh my God, no, he knocked on my window. Did I tell you this?
No,
Angus knocked
really?
on my window. No, he did.
Like, excuse me.
No, he did. It was hilarious. He came up and I heard the boom, boom, boom. And so Angus was like, "Give me nuts, woman." Oh my God. Sweetie, I
Yeah.
can't. Could you downstairs? I love you. Thank you. Hey, everybody. Oh, God bless you guys. We were having trouble again. As you can see, I have headphones because we couldn't get the sound to work. And that's why we're a little late today. My poor
We're not very good at reading lips yet, so.
Well, no, actually, I can, but Madaug's not going to be with us tonight because he had to donate his gamer headset to me. He's like, now you're a real mom. So now I apparently look like the real gamer mom.
Yeah, or a DJ like in college.
Hey, well, I was a professional DJ, so yeah, now I feel like I ought to be over here.
Yeah, you're back in the seat again.
I know, right? Yeah, I ought to be queuing up albums over here and
right.
trying to figure out how to go to the bathroom between, because I did a punk show. And anybody who's ever had to be a punk DJ, that is not fun because a lot of the punk songs are a minute and a half, and you're over there, before it was automated, trying to cue these things up. And a lot of times you had double plays.
Now we know how old you are.
I know. Yeah. Well, I was a punk DJ. It kind of says it all. I couldn't be young. So yeah.
Exactly.
Real fast on my feet though.
I know, right? There you go. Gracious, hello everybody.
God bless you guys. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, really for hanging in there.
I know, for being patient. Like I got to figure out who the tech god is. So I need to start sacrificing. I have no idea what.
You can start with a squirrel.
Oh, my sanity. I think I've sacrificed my, bless you, sweetie.
That's gone. That's way gone.
Oh, thank you.
You're out of luck. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Debbie, it took us 11 minutes to get online. You good. You're fine, girl.
It's 12.
I know, right? It's crazy.
Yeah. It's okay though. I've got my cool headphones on. I feel like I'm
see.
Though, Anyway.
Oh my goodness. Listen to you.
Ooh. Yeah.
There's so many hellos.
Either that or I need to be reading like PSAs and calling out, oh, it's a quarter after. I need to do the station ID.
That'll work. That'll work. That's part. I don't know. I really don't know what PSAs you have.
I can probably still remember some of them if I think one. It's a quarter now. Coming live from.
I don't think we do those anymore.
WXGC. I know. Anyway, oh my gosh.
Exactly.
Anyway. I know we had things that we were going to talk about, but after fighting for half an hour with trying to get the sound to work, I kind of forgot them now. Oh my gosh. Am I planning? Right. I see a question though. Am I planning?
Yeah, there you go.
Information about ZT. I thought I was. About a decade ago, I had plans for ZT, and I've kind of gotten derailed a little bit. So, yeah. Maybe I'm hoping to get back to ZT. Well, actually, Savitar's book, we'll be getting back to a lot of the Chthonians coming up. And not that much longer, about 2 more years. There'll be a lot more about the Chthonians. Y'all are going to learn lots of information then. Yeah. So. Oh, hey, Kristen's going to her first writers convention. Any tips, pointers on what I should be prepared for? Oh, Carol, we got a lot of those. One, don't listen to any writer tell you how to write a book.
Definitely. There you go. Finish the book. Finish the book. Um,
Yeah, finish the book. Don't let anybody stop you, and be
don't
careful of
edit before you're
any.
finished.
There you go. Yeah, get the book finished. Go back and edit after you're finished, but don't listen to any writer tell you what to do,
No, this is true.
including
That's
us.
probably the best thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody writes their own way. So yeah, most definitely. Take a notebook or a recorder or something. So if there are in almost every presentation that you attend, you can find a little something that makes sense and can do that. And that will go through and kind of spur you forward. And it'll be like one of those little light bulbs. So you want to go through and jot that down. So later, when you go through and you really get into it, it comes right back.
yeah,
It comes right back.
exactly. Yeah, what we always tell writers is, writing's like a buffet. Advice, take what you need, what you like, but the rest of it, leave it behind because what works for one writer does not work for another. You know, I can sit here and tell you what works for me and what I do to get through a book, but it will not work for you. So
Right.
whatever it takes to get from the beginning, the middle to the end, that's what works for you. Don't
That's
mess with your
exactly it.
formula. Do not mess with your formula. I've seen so many writers who, oh well, so and so told me to do this, and they screw up their process. So always, oh, Victoria, Tiamo, oh, I love you too, baby girl. Thank you. But yeah, yeah, don't ever screw up your process. Respect your muse because she's a
Right.
little thing, and you can get very screwed up by doing that. I love you guys too. Y'all
Yes,
are
you
so nice.
can.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Um,
Everybody.
a Jared book,
Yeah.
maybe if he doesn't die. Yeah,
That's
my
what I
my
said.
favorite. I don't know if everybody knows why I have to do the disclaimer. The reason we have disclaimers is back in the day, gosh, 20 years ago now. Oh my God, it is that long. We used to have what was called the Nashville. I know, right? We used to have what was called the Nashville Posse, and they used to come to all the book signings early on. And there was a girl there, Nicole, and Nicole would every time she'd be there, she was a tiny girl, but she's like a ferocious chihuahua. And she'd, when you're gonna write me a book? I want a book about Cassim. I need Cassim. He's an African prince, and I love this guy. You got to write this book. And she was very intense and fierce. I'm like, I'm gonna write this book for you, I promise. Because I did. I had this whole plot where I don't know how many of you remember Simon. He was one of the early Dark Hunter characters, and he used to role play a lot on the website. And I had this whole plot with Simon during the Crusades and the two of them. And I knew how I wanted the book to play out. And then I was writing Seeds the Night. And the next thing I know, Cassim got his head lopped off. And then the next book signing, in comes Nicole. And she takes Seeds the Night. And she goes in front of me, slams the book down. And she goes, get some duct tape, wrap his head back on, fix it. And so after that, I now have to have a disclaimer anytime I talk about a character that I plan to write the book, if they don't die a valiant death. So that's why I always go, yes, I will write the book if they don't die. Because I'm always planning to write that book. But I have no control over the characters, much like I have no control over my children. Because if I did, then I'll be in med school.
So
So
why are you talking books? How about a book for Jory?
for which one?
Jory
Oh gosh, again, if he does not die.
and Remy. Will he ever get a mate?
Those werehunters drive me up the wall.
I know, right?
That's my plan. Yeah, I know. I'm trying. I'm trying.
And Thorn.
Yeah, I know. I definitely want to do Thorn, but Thorn is prickly. I aptly named that little sucker. I love Pam. Yes, Pam, you're right. Duct tape. Yes. I know. Yeah. Yeah. Which character reminds you of yourself? Oh gosh. It depends. There's a little me, I think, in most of the characters, and none of me in any of them. Um, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. Any idea or any info on how Nick's Chronicles will tie into the DH world and what's up with Cyprian? In my head, I have those answers.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, they are definitely going to tie in. We're going to do I'm hoping to get to the next 4 books next year, or not all 4 of them. I'm hoping to start them again next year. And oh, hey, Afifa, um, I don't have ADD at all.
You don't want to commit to what you're talking about.
I know, right? And Carol is with me enough. I'm watching the squirrels at home, so I have
Yeah,
ADD really badly. But anyhow, so yeah, I'm hoping to start the next one next year, and that we can get back on schedule with them starting in 20. What is it? I'm having to look at the calendar
I
in
know through.
24. Yeah, I know. I've been doing the schedule, so I'm really kind of messed up with the years. When you're looking ahead 20, you guys think you got problems. I've been looking at 2024, 25, and 26 all day. So
Right. See?
we're scheduling way in the future. It's like, Carol, what are you doing in 2026? No. Well, I know where you're gonna be. Okay.
Yeah, I got a plan.
Yeah, I know. I got your plan. Okay. Jot it
There you
down.
go. I got your schedule.
Yeah, I'm claiming custody for you right now, sister. So
I know, right? And that
yeah.
kind of goes back to what you get from a writers conference is if you don't have a wall of of stick it notes and yarn and it looks like a police precinct on
Murder
a
board.
serial murder case, um, that's okay. That's okay. I met a couple of writers when I was first coming out, and they were talking about, oh yeah, well, I have trace lineage all the way back to Josephine, Princess Queen Josephine, and her eye color and how it comes through all of her descendants. And so this is the same eye color. I went and I'm like, when I'm mowing and one of my guys starts talking to me out there to the point where I have to shut off the mower and come in and sit down and go, okay, you got me. Let's get writing. It's just different. And I'm thinking, I don't do research. I research probably once every book and that's it. Because most of it is experience that you throw down on paper. So Sherry said she's a little bit in every character because of all that experience. And there you are.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a crazy thing. Just don't let anybody do it. But when you think about these things and these people start talking to you, one is going to push and harder than the rest. And that's the one you go to. So, if you're thinking, I'm going to do this next, and the other person goes and says, no, 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 it's my turn. It's my turn to do this. This character, 9 times out of 10, will settle back and say, okay, well, get it. Author Goddess, get that started. You go right back, girl.
Very true.
Yeah, it's
Vicki,
crazy.
I'm very excited to get my boo home. I am. Carol's been looking for some stuff, and Maddox was like, "Hey, I want to go," until he found out we're having to stay for 2 days to clean the dorm room. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm out." Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I've seen his bedroom. I'm not about to clean the dorm
oh,
room. Yeah, I think he's still having mental flashbacks from when we cleaned him out in Tennessee.
oh my goodness.
But I think it was Eamon was asking about how much mythology in Greek mythologies in the Dark Hunters.
Right.
Actually, real mythology. I do a blending. Well, one of the reasons I picked Greek mythology was it was so rich, and a lot of times Greek myths tend to refute each other. So, I spent a lot of time growing up reading a lot of the Greek myths, and there's a lot. Most people just focus on what you learn in school, which is um, oh my god, I can't think of the big ones, Bullfinch and Edith Hamilton. And they don't go much beyond that. They just know they skim the very edge. But when you start reading, like the Theogony, and you get into Aeschylus, and you really go deep, I mean, much deeper than Homer, you really start reading a wide variety of what we have that's survived. Artemis is known as being a virgin goddess, but then she has relationships with peoples too. So there's a lot of stuff that's, it's like, oh, it depends on who's writing them as to how they're portrayed. And so in some ways I stay very, very true to the Greek myths. And in some ways I don't. There are things that I've kind of tweaked to, like having the daemons. Daemons are part of their lore. Chthonians are actually based on Etruscan myth. Um, or not, yeah, not Chthonians, I'm sorry. The Chthonians are actually a Greek word. The Caranti demons. The Caranti demons come from Etruscan lore. So I have kind of tweaked and picked things from different ancient cultures that I've brought in. And then, of course, with the Atlantean myths, that's completely made up, which I think I did a pretty good job some days, knock wood, because I've had people come in going, where'd you get the research for that? So, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, just it depends. A lot of it is factual, you know, where I've diverged depends on the story. I have a list of Chthonian. Can you tell us which are their territories and who is? Yes, I can, but I don't want to do that right yet. That would spoil Savitar. We got to
Ah,
read Savitar, Angelica. It's coming, I promise. And Bella wants to know how the Hawk family is doing. That's a big family.
it is. I love them too, though. So hey,
I know, right?
yeah.
Are there special numeric characters for? Yes, there are. Um, no, they do not use our number system. In fact, some of the planets don't even have a 10-digit number system. Some of them use like 8. There, it's yeah.
Well,
There's so much. I know, right?
mm.
I'm afraid of a head injury. Are we going to see more about the Titans? Yes. Depending on the book, depending on if I get to do what. Oh, Carol, you got one. Depending if I get to do what I want to do, and if they cooperate. I never know with the Titans because they're Titans and they do what they want to do. Again, like my children. Carol, you have a question, baby girl, from Jackie. She wants to know what you are doing right now.
What I am doing, I am working on. I write series, so you disappear like Sherry does into the world, and then you follow the group or whatever. So I had a group of dragon shifters that were created by the United States government. What you may not know is 99% of DNA of this world we carry in us. So when somebody goes in there and starts Mickey Mousing around with it, they can do some really oddball things. And so the government created dragon shifters, and then they took them all out with friendly fire. And if you're not military, that means they just shot them all. They just shot all of the other test subjects, and Mitch went through and saved a handful of people. I mean, he got out because they killed him, and then he had to pick a set of mercenaries up to go through and work. So what I'm working on now is, because I made a promise that I would make sure that all of my dragons found their mates, then I've got 2 more gentlemen. Right now I'm working on a gentleman who, when they went through and shifted forms, they're still alert and aware. And he absolutely set out with extreme prejudice and took out one of his best buddies. So he's a little messed up. And the girl that I have him talking to, she's a twin who was working for the other side, the doctor that created the serum and things. And so, boom. Now I got to get them together, 2 very broken people. So, yeah, that's what I'm working on.
Oh, and Kelsey wants to know what your Dragon Shifter series is.
It's the Draken Brotherhood. It's Mitch, James, and Manny are out now. And I had to go through and put a girl in there. So Manuela came from something very close to my beginnings, with a father that wanted a son and never really cottoned up to, he had a daughter. So Manny became Manny. She was his son for all intents and purposes. And then she joined the military, and her standard was that she had to go through, she measures everything against her father. Would her father be happy? And the man that fell for her is just like, oh, well, you know, this is you, and I like all of you and your broken parts, and we'll work on that. So that's Manny. So I had to give her a book. And so yeah, that's what I'm working on. So the breaks that I get to run away from takes me out of that dark kind of thing, where I'm trying to put broken people all together. And so that's what I do with a little bit of erotica thrown in.
A little bit.
I mean, real erotica, because I use the real
Yes,
words.
yes,
It's not
she
like
does.
theory.
Yes, she does. That is true. And for
Yeah,
those
because
who don't know, Carol is actually her husband's military.
yes, he
He's
is. Yeah,
retired Navy. So
yes. Yeah,
yes,
there's a
he
lot of
lived
those
the
guys in
life.
there.
Oh
A
yeah,
lot of those men who spent lots and lots of times in my living room
that's
back in the
right.
19 while we were playing D and things like that.
Hmm.
And
He married a submariner.
yep, I did various submarine
Submariner. I'm sorry, I said
submariner,
submariner.
however you want to do.
I've
But
been
it's
goofing
quite
with
crazy.
I've been goofing with the word so much I
I
accidentally
know,
did it on
right?
purpose. I
Yeah,
know it's like doing chick wigs. I got to be careful. I make fun of words so much that I do that sometimes. It's like, oh,
you
wait
do
a
it on
minute.
purpose.
No, I do it by accident. It's like, no, I know how to actually say the word. It's just I goof it on purpose and then I do it. Yeah, I do know
And
how to
then in
speak
between times,
properly.
of course, I do the editing on the sanctuary books. So the
Yes, she
second
does.
sanctuary book is out 30 August. So that's something to look forward to. Yay! And then we're
Yay.
taking submissions for the next one and anything in the league.
Yes,
So if you're in the mind to write 5,000 words or less, tell us a story about what's going on, then send it on over to Conk Edits and we're good to go.
right on.
When we're not running around.
And losing our minds like today. Yes,
Ah,
we are going to be seeing Julian and Grace again in upcoming books.
yay!
Should we tell them more about? Should we tell them more about Armageddon? Maybe. Should
Oh.
we? Do we
See,
want to?
Maddie is all about throw that out there and let them have it all. I'm not so sure.
Maybe I don't know.
What can you say a little bit about? Thanks,
It's
Amy. I
coming.
will. Thanks for your
Armageddon's
service.
coming. Dark Hunter Armageddon.
I
Where are we
know,
going in
right?
the car?
See?
Sue, why would
It's
role players?
evocative.
I have to address Sue's question. Why would role players piss me off? I'm actually one of the. I was I started out with D&D. I actually I was the author who set up sanctioned um, role play for them. Like we are talking about with Sanctuary and League, I support fan fiction writers. I always have. So of course they don't piss me off. I love them. I went to great lengths very early years and 20 years ago to set up fan fiction loops and role playing groups for my fans so that they could legally do it. Because I one of the things that has always kind of bothered me. I grew up in science fiction and fantasy, was when writers would attack their fan bases for doing it. Um, God bless the fans. I mean, that's the whole reason we do this, is so that the fans will love our characters. And why in the world would it ever piss me off that somebody loves a character enough that they want to
Right.
embrace the character, embrace the world. We love them. God bless you guys. I mean, that's the dream, to have
Yeah.
somebody come up and go, my God, I love your character. I love you guys. So no, that would never, that never, ever, ever, God love every last one of you. Yeah. Thank you, Clay. Mwah. Oh, no, it
Do
would
you
never.
have a Dark Hunter tour in New Orleans?
Oh,
Novel?
I did. I did at one time. I don't know
Ah,
if Kalila, I think Kalila stopped it a while back though, COVID and everything.
I
So
would love that.
yeah, right now I don't think.
Jennifer was asking about that because she's going to go there in October and she wanted to relive the books.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, one thing that oh no, I can't talk about that. Never mind. Spoiler.
I love you.
I'm gonna be quiet right now. Never
Take a
mind.
breath, just a breath. It'll be okay.
Yeah, no. God, no one's got a spoiler out of me. No.
So
But
close.
I didn't get enough sleep last night. It's that deadline. Oh my God.
Oh my
I don't
goodness.
get enough sleep. It's deadly for me. Oh,
Uh
I love you. I love you guys. Yeah, my role players are here. Yay.
oh.
And that actually is how I met
Uh-oh.
Jackie. I met
Gage Dark
Jackie.
Rose says no spoilers.
I know. Yes. I dropped a huge bomb years ago. God, I can't remember what it was, but we were at Dragon Con. This is when I with Regina, I did the ban on 8 o'clock workshops because she stuck me on doing the Dark Hunter panel at 8 a.m. and I dropped a massive spoiler.
No.
No, because you've been around me at 8 a.m. You know, I'm like, and I forgot what it was, but it was a massive one. It came rolling out of my mouth. I'm
No.
like, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
no. They
yeah.
know you're not a morning person. They need to stop
No.
that.
I am not to be held accountable for anything out of my mouth before 10 a.m.
That's why we do these late at night.
Well, apparently, yeah. Um, oh, somebody was asking about set. Set, we're going to have a couple of additional scenes about set in the Kickstarter that we're doing. There's a couple of major scenes that we're going to add in. I keep saying we like there's more. It's me and my multiple personalities that I call the characters. That will be in the expanded editions that I'm doing for Ash and Styx. So, for those who don't know, we've got 1 day left. We're almost to the end of this. Yeah, it ends June 3rd. I keep saying that. So, yeah,
Double
June
check.
3rd, 2 o'clock. So, actually, it's just barely
Okay.
over a day left on the Kickstarter. So, yeah, those who have not done their pledges, it's almost there. We're almost, and we're right there at the stretch goal. So, come on, y'all can do it. Y'all can do it. Kristen, I need all the gossip. She sounds like my mother. My mother was that person. If you have nothing nice to say, young lady, come sit by me. Right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hey, somebody got here for a live feed.
Do what?
Just somebody, let's see what they say. I just got into a live feed.
Ah. Oh, yeah, Becky. Becky, you have until, like I said, it's June 2nd which is Thursday, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Daylight Time. What are we on now?
They haven't changed that just yet.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Yeah.
trying to. They're trying to.
Yeah.
Who managed to catch? Oh, Danny McKean managed
Where do
to
we
catch
go
a
from?
live feed from us. So good.
Oh,
There are all y'all Marines out there. Hello, Marines, because you know the
oh,
United States
yay, my
Navy
uncle
is
was
the
a
bus
Marine. We
driver.
love y'all. Well, I love Marines. My uncle was a Marine.
That's why we have the Navy.
Yes. I have uncle and cousin that were Navy. My daddy was
There
Army.
you go.
We got
Bus
everything.
drivers, we're good. We're good.
We got everything in my family. So, except no, we even have Air Force. I forgot about that. I do have a cousin who was Air Force. So I literally
Yes, that's where my dad. All his brothers were Air Force.
I'm trying
Those
to
are a crazy bunch of folks too.
I know,
Um,
right?
Dark Rose.
How do I add? Wait, where's the chat button for me to add? Because people are Year of
I don't really
Asherman.
know. Right?
I need Madaug. Oh my God, I'm lost without my kid.
You told
I
me
need,
you could take a nap.
oh wait, I found the button. I think
Oh,
here
good.
it is. Oh, there we go.
Dark Rose.
Okay.
If you could, in your publishing question, if you want to go through and either go to Sherry's website or mine, send it to Conk Edits, then that would take a whole day about getting into publishing. It's
Oh yeah.
it's there's so many avenues now and so many things that are just going on crazy. It is a fluid situation. It changes almost every day,
Yeah.
and it depends on where you want to go through and start fighting, and if you really want to get into it. You got a book, you got it finished, we're ready to go. It's okay.
Right. But there are a lot of great. Oh my gosh, my cat is losing her mind. Oh
Oh,
no,
Kelsey, thanks. What's she doing? Where is she at? You're looking up.
you don't want to know. She is really someplace she should not be, and if she knocks something over, you may
I
hear.
was going to say there's an avalanche.
Oh my God. If Sherry is watching this, Sherry, come get your cat. Oh my gosh. Or if anybody, Madaug, somebody can get this cat. She kills herself and hang on. I got to go kill a cat. Hold on.
No, we don't kill her. Just, you just untangle her and send her out.
Oh, this is going to be bad. Okay, there. My house is never boring. That
Oh,
was that's
Armageddon
what
sounds like the Malachi.
oh, no, she's up there, right? And I've got an old chessboard, and she's literally doing like this on the old
She's
chessboard
not.
over 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 my Michael statue, and I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be bad when it hits the ground."
Please not. Please not. Please not.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Whew.
Acri means my lord and master. It's a, Kurunti term. So I can answer that, Jessica, now that I'm starting to slow down a little bit there. Holy
Do
God.
you have the link to go through and put it for Kickstarter, or did you do that already?
Did that. I can do that again.
You did it?
Kickstarter.
Okay.
Aha, now that I found the place to go. Kickstarter.
Aha, yay.
I cannot type though, apparently.
Oh, go Army. Hey, okay.
Yes, Army.
Yeah.
I was born at Fort Benning. Martin Army Hospital, baby. Yes. I also have the nice little scar here that comes.
I bet you do. That's why
No,
I
no,
didn't have
no.
mine on
It
base.
showed my head up at Martin Army when I was a little girl.
I did not go to base. Thank you. I'm good. I'm good.
So,
Yeah, there we go.
yes.
Year of Acheron is the Kickstarter address, y'all.
I made it simple because
Yes.
I can't remember the long URL that they have. So, oh, thank you, Rihanna. I love that. Oh no. Oh, Danny, my heart bleeds for you.
You're welcome.
Cats are fun, but they're scary, right? Oh, we have to love them.
Is there a character yet that doesn't have a book that you want to write?
There are many. That's what keeps me up at night. That's what kept me up at 6:30 this morning writing. That's why I'm kind of manic at the moment. Lord have mercy. Yeah, I have no sleep whatsoever.
And
Yeah.
the hits just keep on coming. Go Seabees. There
Yeah.
you go.
I
I
almost
guess you
hey,
Becky says
you
go
know this.
Kitty.
Navy
Luna.
saved my life when I was 14 years old. I had a bad skiing accident. So if it wasn't for the Navy, I wouldn't be here. Thank God that my cousin and his best friend were out on liberty because they dragged me out of the river and saved me. So yay! I love the Navy.
Oh my goodness. So many things.
Time-wise past Kickstarter will end on June. I keep saying it and I keep forgetting June 2nd at 2 o'clock. So, oh hey, I love Trinidad. I want to go to Trinidad. I came close to it. I almost went there.
I've been in several of those other islands. So when are we going to go?
I know
'Cause
we need to. No, there was a
I'm
book
down.
festival years ago. Leslie Banks and I, we had a book festival that we were going to go to, and they canceled it at the last minute. So I came close to going to Trinidad.
Really?
I know. Oh, and it broke my heart. It was right before she got cancer too. I think it was like the year before we were going to go. We had it all booked, and they canceled at the last minute. It was like, no, no. I miss doing things with her. God, I love that woman. So yeah. Oh, I'm sure it's been asked.
Mm-hmm.
Well, characters like that,
1,000 times.
Adam, yeah. I'm hoping if I live long enough, yeah, I'm long in the tooth at this point.
You
I
might
hope,
have to learn to write short books.
well, the whole thing is the kids have been told that they are to bury me with a laptop and a long extension cord so that hopefully I can write from the grave and be a
You know,
real
we don't have to bury you. And New Orleans, we just put you above the ground. We can just plug in when you need it. See?
that is true with a
You
long
start knocking, we're good.
you know? Yeah.
We can do this. It's okay.
That is true. That is my plan is to write as a ghost or at least nag my children from the grave. Possibly both. That is my threat to my kids. It's like, "You think I'm bad now, just wait till the great beyond. I'm gonna be watching you." Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
the
my
cool thing,
god.
now that the world is opening up, we're starting to go through and get back out here and there, here and there.
Yeah, Carol and I made a plan today to go to Maryland. September? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's September. We did that.
I don't know.
We'll be in Charleston next week. Friday and
Yes.
Saturday, we're going to be
Right. Right.
Yes, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And don't forget, guys, and remember this, put this on your calendar. We are going to be in Savannah, October of 2023 for LitCon with some of the best writers that
Exactly.
we can corner and drag. We'll be with all of our friends. Solon, I still got 3 chapters of Solon's book. I'm hoping
Oh,
to get
wow.
it. I know, right? Oh, I'm gonna finish this on Solon. I'm hoping to get back to Solon's book. I got sidelined a couple of years
I
ago.
know, right? Because it popped out.
I know, and then I saw the Texas. We are going to do Texas in August of this year. If you guys will look at the event schedule on Facebook, that will tell you where I'm going to be, and hopefully
Oh, I have to
you know,
go on
on
Facebook.
my website. No, I know. You can go to SherrilynKenyon.com or mysherrilyn.com, and that should have the updated schedule on it.
Okay.
I'm hoping.
As we add things, because thank goodness we're starting to get out. Now, if gas prices don't kill us, we're
I
still going
know.
to try to
Right?
be out there so we can meet y'all too.
Carol and I decided we're going to take a train because
Oh my God.
we could fly, but flying is getting pricey too. So, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, yay, Debbie. Oh, have you met Debbie, Carol?
I don't think so.
Did you meet her at Ritas and Readers?
Readers and
Reader,
readers.
yeah, that.
I was there for a couple years, so it's
I bet you've
possible.
met her. I bet you have met her. If
Okay.
not, my people have to meet because you're gonna love each other. You're gonna love each other. If y'all have not met. Debbie, have you met Carol?
Right.
No, because you're not looking at her, you're looking at her name. But Debbie, I'm asking you, have you met my girl? Because I love London.
Type it in. Give her a second.
I know. I love London. St. Louis.
Alicia says it's Texas heat stroke season. Seriously?
Yeah, I did, right. I don't know. Georgia was hot today. I felt
Yeah, it
pretty.
was. Yeah, it was.
I went out there and I'm like, ah.
Yeah, seriously. It's Kansas City, San Diego Comic Con.
Oh no, we had to cancel San Diego, unfortunately.
Right.
Yeah, no. Part of my team can't go out to San Diego, and for Sherry's mother's sick, they're requiring the COVID vaccine, and part of my team can't be vaccinated um, due to pregnancy and breastfeeding issues, and so we had to cancel San Diego, unfortunately. But hopefully, we'll be there next year in the
Mm-hmm.
same space. So,
Yep.
New York Comic Con, no, not this year, unfortunately. I'm hoping to be back there though, if not next year, 2024 for sure. So, yeah, the bigger cons are just still, but we're doing a lot of the little conventions. No plans yet for Michigan, but hopefully soon. I know I can't. Yeah, I know I can't believe this is the first Comic Con San Diego I've missed. God, close to 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no,
You're
don't
a
ever sit
fixture.
there. Yeah, no, really. They were like, "What?" It's like Missing Dragon. Because
Oh,
Sherry and I were talking, it's like, yeah, I've been going every year since I think the 2004. So it's almost 20 years that I've had a booth at Comic Con.
think of that.
I know, really. It's like
You are a fixture. You're right there. Everybody comes
COVID,
on you.
yeah. COVID notwithstanding, yeah, we've had a booth there since 2004. So, yeah. Have I ever been to Alabama? Well, I live right across the border of Alabama. I did Huntsville last year. We're doing Huntsville again this year. I'm not sure when it is. So,
Is that just one?
what?
One? Is there just one thing going on in Huntsville one time a year? Is there anything else going on in Alabama that's reader writer centric?
Oh, there usually is, but I haven't done Birmingham in a while.
Oh, see, I don't know
Have you
what.
done Birmingham?
Hmm?
Is Birmingham still doing their readers luncheon? I need to look into that because I love. Have you ever done the Birmingham reader
No,
luncheon?
no.
Oh my God,
We went to. I was at the inaugural Rocket City reader writer meetup kind of thing at the
Mhm,
that's at the museum, but I'm not sure where that is now.
mhm.
years ago, a couple years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago,
Yeah.
something, and we had a really great time. People were excited to be there and meet people and get books and talk to writers and this kind of thing. But because it was the inaugural year, it didn't get a lot of play.
Mm,
And I mean, we had a great time, but
right.
then we haven't been back because, like a year, 2 years after that, here was COVID, and now nobody's been back.
Yeah. Mobile has a really
Mm.
good science fiction convention. I can't remember what it's called now. I went there and it was really fun. I got to play. God, who all was there? We had a D&D game. It was Jody Lynn Nye. Um, God, it was a couple of science fiction writers. God, I can't remember who else was in an now. But Maddie was playing with us, and you have this moment where you're looking around, and it's like the who's who of science fiction fantasy. And my
Oh,
son,
wow.
he pulls out the camera and he's like, "My friends will never believe me."
No, this is true, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, and I'm thinking, you've had dinner with Jim Butcher. It's like, Terry Brooks, kiddo. And you've got pictures when you're little with Ray Bradbury, and now you're whipping out your phone. But yeah, it was that moment where it kind of dawned on him. My mom plays D&D with fantasy and science fiction people. It only took him, I don't know, 20 years for it to dawn on him. It's like,
Well,
that's a writer. We got
yeah.
it.
Amy, St. Pete is the Books of the Beach next weekend following.
Oh wait, no,
Am I right? Is
that's
that
not
right? What's
no.
that weekend? St. Pete, Books of the Beach. Oh, no, that's less than the Low Country. Books of the Beach is please don't tell me
Yeah,
it's September.
I'm having to pull out my calendar. When is
I
St. Pete?
know, right? Yeah, I
Oh,
usually have mine.
yeah, that's like September. That's like
That's what I was going to ask you. September. Books of the Beach is the 8th,
yeah,
9th, and 10th. 10th,
yes.
11th, not 10th, 11th. So that's when we will be.
It was after Dragon
That's
Con.
what we,
All right.
I know,
Oh my
right?
god. I'm with you, Dark Rose. We need a Semicon. That would be funny.
I know, right?
Yes.
Right? No, I'm good.
Oh, I know. Doran, I agree with you. That would be so much fun. I would love to do
What's
that.
that? Look at the convention.
Now have a Dark Hunter anime. That would be so cool.
Oh, wow.
Semicon. Now that could be cool.
There you go.
That could be cool.
That probably was the Space Museum we were at, or real close to Space
Barbecue
Museum. It's
sauce
cool.
tasting. Oh my god, we could do like Tina. We could have my
What?
girl there. Tina Cannon. We do barbecue and barbecue tasting.
There you go.
Semicon.
There
Oh my
you
god,
go.
I gotta go talk to Tina. Oh my god, how much fun would that be? Oh, I could see we
I
could
know,
drag
right?
Tina. Oh, Tina. That could be hilarious. Savicon. Oh, Savicon sounds neat too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And if I could go to the UK, I anybody going, I will go in your suitcase. I want to. I man, please take me to the UK. That would be amazing. No, no plans, unfortunately. We were good. That was one of the trips when COVID hit. We had a thing for the UK, Portugal. We had some great trips that got canceled. Thank you, COVID.
Right.
Ah,
See, and now I'm going to be over there in November because then I'm going to go down and catch a boat and I'm going to sail all the way to Miami. So I will be in the UK, but it's not it's not that kind of trip. But I would love to go and stay.
I know, right? Oh,
Oh, got a weird question. Do
huh?
you see that?
Which one?
Got a weird question. What is it about your characters being self-conscious about
I
their
saw that,
eyes?
right?
Did ya? I thought so because we hit the same time.
Because we have weird colored eyes that run in my family. Um, and my eyes are weird, but my mother had actually flecks of red in her eyes. I don't know if I ever told you that, Carol.
Mm-mm.
If you've ever looked at Maddox's eyes, Maddox has kaleidoscope eyes.
Oh, wow.
My eyes are really weird too. My eyes change color. They're very odd depending on what I wear. They go from green to brown to really goldish color. And when I used to work at Arby's 100,000 years ago, people would come in at different times of the day, depending on the light, and go, "What color are your eyes?" Um, no, it's really kind of like, I don't know what color were they. My dad's like, "Well, you have eyes the color of pond scum." Yeah, it's like, "Thanks, Dad." Leave it to my dad to,
Yep.
rip
Yep. Mine
that
be called swamp green. So there you go.
in,
See,
so yeah.
we could have the same. I mean, this the whole just same thing.
Well,
We
and I
could be sisters.
right? And I had this copper colored sweater that I wore sometimes in college, and people be like, "Your eyes match your shirt." So, and it's just like, "Okay."
They will do that. How weird is that?
Yeah, and I have a couple of family members that have eyes that are very much like Jaden, where they're two entirely, I mean, and they're striking. Anybody who's ever been around somebody who one eye is definitely blue and definitely brown, or greenish, real green or real brown, it's neat because you kind of do. You're like, "Oh, cool." And when they're family, you can be rude about it. When they're not, but when it's family, you're like, "You're such a freak. Look at you." But they're beautiful. I mean, they are. It's a really cool effect, though. I mean, really, because you're like, could God not make up his mind? you know, And one of my cousins was really cool about it because wear the eye patch, and you can change them out, and it's like real cool either, and you can mess with people. So, but you do get self conscious about it, you know, because people are always, my mother especially, because she did take things like, "Are you a demon?" When you've got something really weird about your eyes, you're like, and let's not talk about it. But you know,
Just say it's hazel, and then it doesn't matter. They get to
yeah.
pick from there.
I mean, there's
Green,
times you're
brown,
like, it's kind of
amber.
cool, and there are times you're like, I just don't want to talk about it, So yeah, yeah, and like Cynthia says, you don't know what color to put on your driver's license because technically hazel's like a blue thing, so it doesn't really apply to brown eyes, and they're not really brown. What color are my eyes? It's like, yeah, they're greeny, brownish, coppery. I don't know what color my eyes are. So yeah, it's just, yeah, yeah,
What's going on
no,
with your
it's,
connection? You're freezing.
huh?
I just what was happening. You're freezing up. I was like, please,
Oh
please don't
yeah.
drop this connection.
Oh God, no, I'm not. I shouldn't be freezing. I'm not freezing on my end, but yeah. So no, my license and my eyes are
Yeah,
hazel.
yeah,
But,
you're
I
safe
have
going.
had. I did have a cop one time hassle me over that, going, "Your eyes are not hazel; they have to be blue." And it's like, okay, or you say my license is fake. I don't know. Why are you hassling me? Don't you have real people, real criminals? You're hassling me. So yeah.
Look, they make colored contacts. I used to wear two different colors. It's like,
Oh, didn't
okay, go
know.
ahead, get in my face about something.
Oh, my cousin got hassled over that by a cop one time too, Laura, because she's definitely brown eyed, and she put in the blue, and they're like, "Is this a fake ID?" Yeah. So
Well, of
whatever it
course it
is,
is.
yeah, whatever it is, in my family, we just get hassled by police. I don't know. I mean, I got hassled at a rated R movie once. I think I'm the only person in the world. You're not allowed to come in. I'm 30 years old, and it was a rated R movie. I went to see one of the, oh gosh, Freddy Krueger, Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
Oh my lord.
And I'm like 30 years old, and the cop's like, "Do you have ID?" I didn't know I needed it to see a rated R movie. Again, 30 years old, pregnant. I'm like, "Are you kidding? You're not going to let me go in for this?" He's like, "No, you got." I had to go home, get an ID for a rated R movie at 30, which now I'd kill for somebody to think I was 17, but somebody tell me, like 17. Lie to me, people. Come on. They're not, they don't love me enough to do this.
To back up a minute to
Any
be okay.
any news from Zarek? I hear from Zarek all the time. I feel sad that you guys don't. He's still throwing lightning bolts because he's very childish. Oh, Kaylee, it's morning in England. morning. No, I don't, because if it's morning, we got to go to Savannah. I'm not. Oh, thank you, Kelsey. Kelsey thinks I look 17. I act 17, but that
Oh, look at you.
bless you, Sherry. Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys. See. I'm feeling love
That's okay. They love your books. It's
I
a
know they love
love-love
me.
relationship. We're good.
Yeah,
It
I love
works.
Oh, I know.
Any news from Zach?
Yeah, no, I just answered that one.
Oh, did you? Oh, no, and I missed it.
Any more runovers with floats? No, but I have to run my No, I'm kidding. I have an idea for Drake. I don't know if he'll cooperate with it, but I've been playing around with an idea for doing a book for Drake for a while. So maybe. Drake's a little hard though. He's one of those people who just,
Does he not talk to you? What is all of
he
that?
no, he does. He does, and then he stops. He's like
Yeah.
he is a sullen 17-year-old,
Oh,
you know.
gotcha.
Somebody asked
Hmm.
earlier, and I can't remember who, but asked if we would ever team up to write a book. I think I might kill you, but I love you.
Me and you?
Me and you. Can you
Oh my.
imagine us writing a book?
Oh my.
Can you imagine? I love you.
Oh no, I can't. Mm-mm. That would be
Yeah,
crazy.
I
Yeah, we
love you.
approach things two different ways. Yeah. Yeah, I
This
think
is
that's why we're
like
so good together.
Yeah, this is like, when I was in college, my friend Red Kiln, I have many kilns. Red Kiln approached me going, "Hey, I think it would be awesome if we roomed together." And I looked at her and I said, "I love you too much to room with you because I'd hang you." Of course, I could use the 4.0, but no. No. Because, Red Kiln gets up at 7. I go to bed at 7 a.m. She likes the room hot,
Oh.
I like the room cold. She steals my peanut butter, it just would not work, I would have to kill her. She's really, really noisy in the morning, I'm really, really noisy at night, it just would not have worked out. No,
Yeah,
no,
no,
no.
that wouldn't work very well.
Let me go back to you, she
No.
steals my peanut butter. I'm not bitter over that at all these years no, I'm kidding.
My
I
house, that's real close to a killing offense. Leave the
I
peanut
know,
butter alone. We're
I
down to
know,
one jar that I opened this morning. I'm like, we gotta go to the store.
I know, right? Shh, not the peanut
Exactly.
butter. Oh my god, when
Ex
Ian was little, hey, we used to have a jar of peanut butter just for Ian, and it had a big thing on it that said Ian, and then we had the other jar that had a big circle that said no Ian. Oh, I think
Why?
it's Dark Rose's birthday. Did I just see that?
Do what?
I saw it was Dark Rose's birthday. Happy birthday if I saw that. Bless you, sweetie. Happy birthday. Yes, Sasha is always a brat. And did you read Zarek's book? Sasha has never been cooperative. Did you see in Retribution? Sasha is never cooperative. God love him. He's horrible. I love him, but he's terrible. Oh, June 25th. Happy early birthday. Oh,
There
that is
you
so cool.
go.
So yeah, no, I love Sasha. But yeah, no, I never run him over with the bus at the rate things are going. God love him. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
not a panther. I am a pantser though. And
Mm.
for those who don't know, pantser doesn't do this is um from Jax. Um that means I don't plan anything. It means the characters are running around in my head and you just sit down and start letting them dictate to you. So yeah, that works for me. That's my process. That's how I learned to go through and do it. Just sit down and be very calm and just let them talk and type as fast as I can. And I am thinking one of these days about trying to learn to dictate, but I'm not there yet. Are you going to dictate? Would you ever dictate?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh God, no, you know that interferes with your creativity.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, okay. Here's my
Okay. Thought for the
she
day. My
studied
lesson.
neuroscience in college. All right, flaunting the knowledge here. Like, you know how the brain mirrors itself, so that if you have like brain trauma, it will there's duplicates, so that yeah. Anyway,
Did it reroute?
except for
Yeah.
two pieces of your brain, the Brocaw and Wernicke, and that's what controls your speech and your ability to comprehend speech. This is why when you're in the zone, and you're writing, and somebody comes into the room and they start talking, and you're like, "What?" Anytime you're doing something really creative, you can't hear music, you can't hear anything.
Mhm.
Like, if you're listening to music, you totally don't hear it, or the TV or whatever, all that sound vanishes because you've lost that. Did you freeze? Speaking of losing people, you've frozen on me, Carol. But so that's what happens once you get lost in your creativity or the zone, you have shut down those portions of your brain. I've lost you totally. Now I'm talking to a screen. Oh my gosh, this is so weird. Carol, where did you go? Oh my gosh, Carol. Okay, Carol is frozen. Carol, where did you go? We're having technical issues. Okay, I have no Carol. I've lost Carol. No, she's gone now. Well, I see you guys, so I'm just going to talk to y'all since I have no Carol. She totally froze and left us. Okay, now let's talk about Carol. Vicky, you're so evil. Okay, wait, she's back. Here we go. Do we
No,
have you
you're the
back
one who
now?
froze.
I froze? No, they say you
Oh,
froze. They're all saying,
my connection. Yes. No, I crashed too. I said, and she's gone. So the plotters do outlines and this kind of stuff, and I couldn't do all of the outline thing. From things in Georgia, a lot of awards and stuff in Georgia because these English teachers I had go. Oh no, it was me. It wasn't you. I couldn't
yeah, it's you.
find you. Oh,
No,
and my
Carol, it's
network is
you.
falling off. I do. Okay.
Oh no, Carol.
I didn't break out.
Carol,
So
we're
anyway,
losing
that's what I
Carol.
was wondering. Yeah. No, but I must be okay.
Now you're back.
Carol's
So,
back
oh
but
my
keeps
God, I can't
freezing.
believe for once mine's working. But mine's working. Holy cow. I finally got mine to work. This is amazing. Okay. We've lost Carol again. Okay, well, I will keep talking. So, hey, ask me questions. I'm alone. It's scary. She's breaking in and out. Okay. All right. Well, you've got me to yourselves. Okay. This is scary. I know. Now we've got silence. Oh, no. I can't believe for once. Thank you. Thank you, guys. The tech gods heard me. I know. Yeah. Uh, I think the tech gods are all coming for me. This is, yeah. Have I ever thought about doing a book series involving berserkers? Actually, I have. I come from Viking berserkers as one line of my family. So I have considered doing that, but it hasn't. Actually, Maddie and I were also talking about doing something with berserkers, but we haven't got there yet. I think it needs a little more time to incubate in our head. Um, so yeah, the grandbaby, my little grand turtle, is doing well. He was screaming earlier, but I think he finally went to bed. Let's see. How do you show off your fan art? Aha! the best way to do that, I'm going to type where you can send it to, and we will happily show it to the world for you. If you will send that to my guys at staff at mighty, there we go, barnacle.com. That will get you there. Oh, you missed me seeing my posts, posting my recipes, Jaggy. If I do that, then I'm not writing. Oh, Cynthia, you vote for Berserkers. There you go. Darlene and his family are actually doing well. I've been playing a lot with the league lately, so it's been kind of cool. But yeah, I know Carol's freezing and lagging. Miss her. Oh, finish talking about dictating and being in the zone, please. Okay, Jill, you got it. So you've got the Wernicke and the Broca's speech area. And what happens is when you shut those areas down in your brain, you can't speak and you can't understand really what's being said. So I'm sorry, I'm letting Carol back in. So once those areas go down,
Thank you.
Huh? Oh, I'm telling them about the Wernicke and
No, I'm here. I got you.
Yeah. So if you're dictating stuff, it's hard to tap that creativity because you're technically not in the zone with it. You're concentrating and you're not getting lost. That's not to say that people cannot be creative and speak, but it is a separate part of the brain. And that's why when you're, quote, in the writing zone and when you're doing this, the typing, that's a motor skill. And again, it's a different part of the brain. The speech and that it's those are on the technical part of the brain. It usually gets shut down. When you're looking at the brain scans, that area is closed off when you're truly like dreaming or you're in that creative zone. And again, that's why when you're painting or you're writing and you're doing the mechanical part of it, that's why you're in that haze. And that's why if somebody runs in and they start talking to you, you have to wait a minute before you can begin to understand or you can even respond. And that's why you have like that somebody calls you on the phone and you're hung over. That's why you have that you're literally waiting for that section of your brain to wake up so that you can understand what's being said to you and that you have the ability to respond. Otherwise, you're like, what did you say to me? So yeah, that's the whole reason for that. That's why in terms of like doing dragon speaking or any of that for writing, that's why I don't think I would. That's why I know I would never attempt to do it. For editing, for doing technical types of writing, that would be fine. But yeah, for actual sitting down and doing the drafting, for me it wouldn't work. I don't do the technical stuff. For me to be in that zone, dictating's never going to work for me. Yes, I'm a very visual writer. If I'm not in the zone, I can edit. To me, I have to be lost. I don't get the good stuff. I mean, I can do a line or two and not be in the zone, but the really good stuff, the stuff that you guys feel, that powerful, you can tell when I'm really in the zone because those scenes where oh my God, I mean, it's like falling into a trance is the best way to describe, where I'm really not on this plane. I mean, the whole thing, those of you who've read with the Zeitjägers, the time bandits, I mean, really, I fall into these deep pits where I literally wake up and 3-4 hours of my life are gone. It's like, whoa, but I've got 35, 40 pages, or sometimes I've got more than that. And it's because I have fallen down into that deep dark pit where, I'm in that zone and time has no meaning to me. So it's like being in a very powerful dream. And all I do is just sit there and type until I come out of it, or until, my kids or somebody comes in and shatters me out of it. And it's always very startling. And, my son will tell you, because he's like, how did you not hear me come down the stairs? But it's because I'm in that zone. And when I'm in that zone, I literally, am not on this plane of existence. I'm aware of nothing, and it's yeah. I mean, the house could catch fire, and I would not know. It's very scary. Yeah, thank you. Yes, it's the scenes that yeah. Will you ever find out more about Caleb and Lil? Yes, I hope. I hope. I have many grand plans for everything. So, oh, thank you guys. What's the longest I've written about a character that won't stop? You've seen them. They're the huge giant. I can, it. I God, hours. I mean, until it's like, oh my God, how long have I been in this chair? I used to have a clock up on my wall that would, but a lot of times I didn't hear it to kind of remind me to get up and move because, like I said, I will fall into a pit for hours and I don't really keep track. So 5, 6 hours can go by and I don't move. So yeah, it's terrifying. Well, okay, and I see now that we have been here for over an hour and I have really enjoyed it. But I love you guys so much. I do have to go get my boo tomorrow. Oh, I will answer Randy's question real quick though about Nevermore. There are supposed to be more books about Nevermore. I'm hoping to get to those too. Sadly, I am one person, and I need to be cloned. As soon as I get a functioning clone, we will have even more books. And if I can teach Boo how to effectively pack his car, or get him a big tank to where he can put everything in his car. But anyway, tomorrow I have to go get my child and bring him home. So, but anyway, thank you guys so much. We will see you next. Oh wait, we may have to move next week because we'll be in Charleston on Thursday. So we are going to be doing that event, which should be fun. So I think we may end up having to do this Wednesday next week too. Hmm. I will get with Carol and find out when chat is next week. Yeah, because we will be headed into Charleston. For those of you who are in or near North Carolina, come on out because we got a lot of good authors who are going to be there. You can come see us in person. Love to sign your books. Love to meet you, hang out with you. We're going to have a great time in Charleston. Anyway, guys, thank y'all for joining us. It has been a lot of fun. I love you guys. Y'all take care. Have a good night, sweeties.